All right, Avery, I have a question for you. Can you think about a time where your mom said no to you and then it ended up, maybe you were upset at first, but then it ended up being the best thing for you?
Yeah, I think I could think of one. So there was this game that I used to play,
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 11, stuff like that. And there was one character that I liked on this game called Liu Kang, but it was a violent game in general, so she didn't like that. But the reason I'd play it was because he's kind of like my sensei, like the way he fights and
Reminded
stuff.
you.
He's like
Yeah.
raw, like like that stuff.
Yeah.
I like that,
Okay.
So I would play that character a lot, and this first was invited to me by my friends, and
Okay.
I'd play with them all the time, and then when they come over, and then I got better at it, and I'd always beat them up,
Yeah.
so it was fun. And I just was like, my mom had always told me that she didn't like that game, so I was like kind of feeling guilty when I would play it.
Okay.
So I kind of just like gradually stopped playing it, like
Okay.
just got more self control with specifically that subject, So I just got better with it.
Okay. So it sounds to me that your mom, she would tell you, I don't like this game. I don't think it's good for you. But she didn't say, you can't play this game because it's bad. Or did she?
She would try that, but she knows that she can't just get rid of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
So she
because I
would
bought,
give you the
yeah.
feedback and say, I don't think you should play this game. Would it be more along those lines?
Yeah, she said, I don't think you should play this game. You need to turn it off, type of thing,
Yeah.
because she obviously cares
Right.
and stuff. So
when she said that, how was it the best thing for you?
So the way it was the best thing for me. So I used to have dreams about like gruesome stuff, but I don't really have that really as much as anymore. And I wouldn't connect the two pieces. And I was just like, you know what? I need to just stop playing the game, and because I keep getting like more and more messed up about this. So I'm like, let me just stop. Yeah.
That's a huge point you just brought up. And I don't want to skim over that. So you were playing this game, a violent game. You were in it for the violence. It was just fun.
It was fun.
But you, at the same time, you would have bad dreams, different, violent dreams.
Yeah,
dreams
yeah.
that weren't good. But you notice the less you played the game, the less you had those dreams, or when you didn't play the game.
When I didn't play
have
the game, I didn't have any dreams. I didn't have any of those thoughts. I didn't have none of that. It was just good.
So, what I want people to think about and maybe reflect, a lot of times we can open the doors to things
That's what my mom always says.
that
Yeah.
we don't realize. We think, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just a movie. I'm not going to do that. I tell that to my kids all the time. They'll watch shorts or they'll watch reels or they'll watch stuff. And I'm like, when you laugh at something that you disagree with, you're almost accepting it. And when you reject it and say, you know what, this isn't right. That's not right. This is not good. It's like you're stopping it. But when you laugh at it, or when you're basically welcoming it, you're agreeing with it, you're shaking hands with it, you're almost giving your okay to it. And when you do that, that could be opening the doors. Even though you're not doing what the video is doing, you're opening the doors, and maybe you could have a struggle with something you saw, even though it wasn't you doing it. And so we have to be careful what we let in. Whether it be violent games or movies or music or shorts or videos.
You're just like my mom.
Us.
Yeah.
They really do affect us. And sometimes we think, no, that's ridiculous. But then when you have your struggles, I've had my kids come in my room and go, Mom, I need to talk to you. I'm like, okay, what's up? And then they'll end up sharing with me, this because they saw this. They're having this challenge because they saw this. And we pray, and I pray it off of them, and I tell them, listen, you have to watch your eye gates. You cannot let any and everything, your eyes can't see it. You have to be wise.
Right.
And so I just want parents and kids and whoever's watching this video to be aware that what we watch, what we partake in matters. They have consequences sometimes. Maybe sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do. you know?
That's right.
And so we have to be careful.
You know, it's funny because my mom is literally the exact same way.
Yeah.
She'll be like, pause the movie. She'll do the whole thing. She'll like, this is not for you. This is, she'll do all that with the music included.
Yeah.
Like, so she would say the same thing about like watching your eye gates, watching your ears, all of that, you know, because you can let in spirits from that.
Absolutely. And we have to be careful. Like, I always see, like, so many people are struggling with depression and this and that. And, like, a lot of times you don't realize it's because of the doors we've opened. And sometimes even just doing, like, a social media fast or a phone fast or an internet fast for 3 days, for 7 days, how your life can change night and day. I've done that with my kids. I'll randomly check their history. I don't do it often, but I do it every now and then. And then or if I see them just always on YouTube or always online, I'll go, you know what, we're actually doing one right now. We're going to do a internet fast or a social media fast. And we're on a 2-week fast. Ooh. But they're always like, Mom, I thought we're not supposed to be watching this, because I'm always like watching something on my phone. And I'm like, I said we can watch Christian or personal development. So that's how I keep it moving. Yeah. But anyways, what I noticed that fast will sometimes kind of detox us and help like reset us. Mm-hmm. You know, like it's like the cache button. Like sometimes you need to clear out all that junk, because sometimes you don't realize how much it affects you until you put it down, and then you're like,
because it becomes a habit. It becomes a habit of like your daily life of like, oh, let's turn on the TV and watch this. Oh, let's go watch this on the big screen in the movie theater. You know, like that's part of the addiction.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Habit then turns into an addiction.
Yeah.
And so just that fasting sometimes, or just like, we're gonna not do it for 2 weeks, which is a super long time for our family.
That is a long time for me too.
That's why my boys, it's funny, they're serving at a VBS this week, so they're gone from like morning till night. So they don't have to. They're with their peers and stuff, and they're doing something.
See, because with habits and like comfortability, you get too nonchalant with things, and then you just get lazy, and then you just want to do the same things over and over.
And it's hard to break it. Like sometimes what I've noticed as a parent, it's better for me to do it for my kids. Like, okay, they're not gonna necessarily put themselves on a fast, but I say, okay, we're all gonna do it. And like my TV's like plugged out right now, which is like huge. Dang. Like I plugged out every cord.
Oh my gosh.
Like, man, why did you have to do all that? Because I'm like, they're gonna sneak it if we don't. So I pulled everything out, took some cords out, so even if we're gone,
oh my gosh, that's funny. That's funny.
Because I feel like we just need a break. And then sometimes I see my kids start to emulate what they're watching all the time, and I'm like, I always say like life's not a YouTube video. Like they'll watch these like pranks, but the way they start talking, to me they start sounding like YouTube, and I'm like, life is not YouTube. Don't talk to me like that. Right. But you know, sometimes as parents, we just got to make those tough decisions. I actually think it is a blessing for them, and I think they feel it, because we've been so inundated by social media and TV during the summer because we don't have that much to do. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you have to make that executive decision and just say, okay, we're going to take a break from all this.
See, and that's cool because like my sensei is like the same way, you know, and obviously my mom, like she wants to be consistent with that, you know. Like she always wants the best for us, and all you're doing is the best for them, you know. So that's really great, you know. I think that's really amazing.
Thank you.